Hello, my friends. Today on Hanging with Hastings, I thought I'd do just a really quick little tribute to Bob Dylan, one of my favorite songwriters. Not going to really do a history, just do a few of his songs, a few of the songs that I love the most. So I hope you enjoy it. For any Dylan fans out there, let's get started. This first song's called Ballad of a Thin Man.
Pencil in your hand, see somebody make it, say, who is that man? You try so hard, but you don't understand what you'll say when you get home. 'Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? Someone posing you, it says it's his. You say, what's mine? And he says, oh, whatever that is. You say, oh my God, am I here all alone? 'Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? Go see the kid who walks up to you when he hears you speak. Says, how does it feel to be such a freak? You say impossible as he hands you a bone. 'Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? Lumberjacks to help yourself to your imagination. No one has any respect. Anyway, what do you expect? Just sign your check to some tax-deductible charity organization. Nose to the ground. There ought to be a law against you coming round. Well, at least next time, please telephone. 'Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? 'Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
Dylan was originally from Minnesota, but he traveled to New York City and became really a headliner in Greenwich Village in the folk scene. And his voice just became the voice of a generation. His songs were mostly influenced by Woody Guthrie. He was signed to Columbia Records by John Hammond, and he just started his first couple albums were just all acoustically produced. He was on the folk scene for the first few years of his career. And he wrote some of the greatest, I guess you could call them protest songs, like Blowing in the Wind, It's All Right Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, and of course the great anthem, The Times They Are Changing.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam.
great thing about Dylan was that he wasn't afraid to shake things up, and he rocked the foundation of his folk following by going electric in the mid '60s. And a lot of great rock and rollers, like Bruce Springsteen, for instance, said that, Tom Petty is another one, said that when they really heard a voice that they could identify with is the first time they remember hearing Like a Rolling Stone.
Once upon a time, dressed so fine, you run down in your prime. Didn't you? People call, said the white guys bound to fall. They thought they were all just kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be strong. You're next to me. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? No direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Gonna find a school alright, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get choose today. Nobody ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with a mystery tramp, but now you realize he ain't selling any alibis. You stare into a vacuum of his eyes, and you say, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? A complete unknown, no direction home, like a rolling stone. Princess on the steeple, all the pretty people there drinking, thinking they got it made. Exchanging on precious gifts, you better take the diamond ring, you better call me babe. You used to be so used, and Napoleon and rags and the language that he used. No, now he calls you, you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? A complete unknown, no direction home, like a rolling stone. Oh, how does it feel?
I'm going to wrap up Bob Dylan tribute just with another one of my favorite, personally, one of my favorite songs of Bob's. Just a beautiful song that I remember singing to my kids when they were growing up. And it's just a a great vision, great words. Dylan, anybody who ever tried to write music, tried to write lyrics, I don't care what kind of music you play. It could be heavy metal, could be rap, could be country. It could just be straight off rock and roll. But anyone who ever sat down and tried to write a lyric, I'm sure were influenced, especially post in the early 1960s by Bob Dylan. He came around at a time where there were great songwriters like Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, of course, Lennon and McCarthy of the Beatles, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards of the Stones. You could go on and on and on to the great British invasion of the 1960s, the Kinks. All the great songwriters, Jim Morrison and the Doors, they were all influenced by him, including a young writer, poet from England, Bernie Taupin, who was massively influenced by Bob Dylan. And when Elton John first came to America and played the Troubadour Club, Bernie tells a story about seeing Bob Dylan on the stairs and freezing. He met a lot of celebrities that first trip to America, but the one that meant the most to Bernie was Dylan. So you could tell stories like that over and over again. Bob is just one of the great lyricists of all time. When you talk about his voice, a lot of people run down his voice. Me personally, I enjoy anyone that sounds unique and different, that you can just listen to a song and say, well, that's Bob Dylan. All the great singers, in my opinion, are like that. You could take Johnny Cash. The moment you hear Johnny Cash, you know that's who it is. Or Willie Nelson, or you could say Elvis. You name it. The great singers of our time. All you have to do is hear one note, and you know who it is. And Dylan was like that. He had his own unique voice. He had his own unique message. And one of the great songwriters of the 20th century, all the way up here in the 21st century. He's still making records and still going into his 80s, still touring. So here's to Bob Dylan, and we'll finish off with this song. This is Forever Young.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true.